What's up guys, welcome back. OCG metagame breakdown for, well, early October 2020. So that's the new OCG format going into effect, you know, October 1st. So let's take a look. The new product recently released in the OCG is the World Premiere Pack 2020, so that's, you know, the pack containing the, for us TCG players, the old, well, quote-unquote new Fire Fist cards. The OCG also got Plunder Patrol here in this set. The Chaos cards like Chaos Creator and Chaos Space as well, just to name like a couple of, you know, potential impactful cards on the format, but I mean, speaking about Plunder Patrol, I have a couple of lists ready. So let's, start off with Road of the Kings analysis. Link will be in the video description. So again, October 9th, 2020, the first metagame report. So I guess it's fine. 74 top performing decks from 15 tournaments were held in Japan and also China over the period of like October 1st to October 6th. So let's take a look. This is the first breakdown. I have a second pie chart ready within the next couple of moments, and we have Zoodiax, and that's something we've seen from past couple of weeks, even though at the end of their old format is that Zoodiax is going very strong because, well, a couple of reasons, but the biggest reason, of course, is they having access to Zeus, a new Exceed monster, very strong Exceed monster. It reminds me of stuff like Excite and Night, right? And of course, stuff like Trident back. I mean, some time ago, but the deck is definitely very strong, and it's quite clear, right? It's double the amount of percentage, at least the top deck lists, right? Even though, you know, currently the current OCG format, no big tournaments, nationals, all local, so keep this in mind. We see also Eldritch, Sky Striker, Orchestra Doll, Code Talker, small package, and then Datascape as well. I'm definitely looking forward to that particular deck. It reminds me of BA. We'll try it out really soon again. But that's basically Zoodiax. This list, as you see here, still baffles me that the OCG is not preferring Tri-Brigade with stuff like Zoodiac. It's taking, I feel it's taking indeed a bit too much space up in the extra deck, and consistency maybe in the main deck. You would rather maybe want to main deck more hand traps rather than, you know, like another engine in the main deck that's maybe not needed. Same for Pot of Avarice, again in the OCG, like a couple, like my last OCG metagame breakdown, I believe 1 or 2 weeks ago, also had like a Zoodiac list that wasn't maining, I think, any Pot of Avarice. So interesting, right? I mean, it's weak to hand traps, I guess. The cross-out designator, you know, well, we are getting this at one, this one in the TCG as well. I mean, Call by the Grave at 1 in the TCG is kinda terrible, but cross-out designator might help. So that's basically for Zoo. Mind Control, not to forget, again, becoming very important, especially because Thunder is still very strong. Eldritch, and you see that the deck is, or at least their format is very, or at least a lot slower compared to our format. I mean, LP is banned. That's one of the reasons why, you know, Dragon Link, but I'll come back to that soon, is not piloting off, even though they got Chaos Space last weekend. But speaking of Eldritch, again, the format is quite slow, much slower compared to us TCG format. We have other differences, like stuff like Maxi, different ban list, but I mean, it's something like the Solemn Brigade crackdowns, mistakes, skill drain. It's definitely not fun to play against this particular deck. So both Book of Moon as well, this particular player opted to side deck the full package of triple Book of Moon. Very strong card, right? It's becoming more popular, as you saw in other lists as well. And also not to forget their interaction with Crackdown, you know, put the monster face down and it will stay on your side of the field. So very similar to stuff like Snatch Steal in the old school days with Tsukuyomi. Sky Striker, again, as Sword of the King mentions, the format seems to be more control-based rather than, you know, as it is at a TCG, as in a heavy combo-oriented, Helgi Fibrex, BS, and go from there, multiple negations first turn, and, you know, Sky Striker is doing well in a slower format. Again, pretty straightforward, right? The triple Maxi is pretty much a stable, same for the one of Mystic Mine here in the main deck. Forbidden Droplet is one of those cards that the Road of the King also mentions is declining, and I mean the most, well, I think it's reasonable. You know, Dragoon is banned, so Forbidden Droplets seems to lose value because of that, and players preferring Book of Moon, Mind Control, Crackdown over stuff like Forbidden Droplet. And also same for Lancia, people preferring Retaliating Sea in the side deck over Artifact Lancia. So that's pretty much it for Road of the King. Let's move on. Like, you know, on Reddit we saw this particular pie chart. We'll leave a link in the video description, but this, I mean, the OCG format currently is super diverse. It's still very early, right? But same for there are a lot of locals, just locals. But still, a lot of decks we are still getting really soon in TCG, like, you know, Datascape, for example. Like Pranket's list will be shown soon. So the first one here, Dark Worlds, or Danger Dark World. Yes, it's still playable in the OCG with Chicken Game and Big Boy Grinder Golem. Ah man, imagine this being playable in the TCG. Pendulums as well, same for the TCG, it's not really piloting off, even though they got stuff back off of the list in the TCG, but in the OCG it's still falling short, you know, Electromite. It needs more, right? And then let's move on. We have Shaddolls. Shaddolls is also doing quite okay. And I cannot call it a new deck, I'm not really sure. But the Gale Dogra in Shaddolls is quite scary. Especially if it's paired up with stuff like Dogmatica, you know, 3+ and stuff like Gale Dogra too. Okay, I believe it's not limited to once per turn, so you could use like its effect like twice in your opening turn, for example, to get Cologne searches or whatever, or yeah, get stuff, search stuff, get stuff back from your graveyard. So Gale Dogra, even though it's a hefty life point cost, it seems to become like a semi-staple in Shaddolls. Dangerous card though. PK, again an interesting card, especially because of the support. Phantom Rage, right, will be released soon in the TCG. Their format is different, they still have triple Maxi, and of course that's huge against this deck. So who knows, in you know, the TCG format where Maxi is not allowed, the deck might be better. Not sure if it's like solid combination with Burning Abyss, even though it's very strong in theory and from testing. But I don't know, the format is of course much different. Altergeist, but I mean, it's Geist. Huge amount of traps, and you know, the regular shenanigans. Thunders, again, the World Premiere Pack got, you know, got released in the OCG. Stuff like Chaos Space and Dark Creator finally was released in the OCG last weekend. So they were able to play the stuff, the Chaos stuff like Chaos Space, and, you know, Thunder Dragon Colossus is still allowed in the OCG. So the deck is still going quite strong, right? It prevents your searches, but I mean, our players are main decking against the Colossus like Book of Moon, like Crackdown, and the standard stuff like Impermanence, whatever. Salads are still winning locals, like Duelist here already first place, even though it's not really showing up in the pie chart, so yeah, I mean, this is a kind of pure salad build, Dimensional Barrier. It has been a while the second first place Salomon Great list maybe was a bit more code talker oriented, right? Haven't tested it out, but I mean, Salad seems to be on the short end. This format, I guess, in the OCG. Same for Emancipator, even though, well, okay, yeah, their format is different, right? No Link Cross, keep that in mind. Link Cross is still banned in the OCG. Who knows when the TCG will follow, but that's of course a very important tutor during their combo. And okay, Emancipator, they still have Block Dragon. They still have Block Dragon, and Emancipator is really underperforming. Interesting, right? So no Link Cross, and of course, yeah, combo deck Maxi is very strong against the deck. Prankets, I have high hopes when this deck releases in the TCG, at least their Link monster, their Link 1 releases in the TCG, because again, they have triple Maxi, and Maxi kinda dumps on Prankets, but who knows, one Call by the Grave, triple Cross-Out Designator in the TCG, and of course, no Maxi. I'm looking forward to Prankets, I'm honest, looking cool. Dragon Link, again, they got Chaos Space, but LP is banned, so that's a huge bummer for the deck, but I mean, Dragonity, it's not yet known when we in a TCG are going to get the new Dragonity cards. The two most recent structure decks were announced, like the Ice Barrier one. So yeah, a bit of a bummer. I was really looking forward to Dragonities in the TCG because of their new cards, and they're finding their way into, you know, OCG Dragon Link decks, so yeah, we have to wait, right? So Dragon Link status, Dragon Mates as well. But I mean, it's compared to pure or, you know, good old Dragon Link, Dragon Mate seems to be more balanced, if that makes sense. Then last but not least, we have Plunder Patrol. It has been a while last that I played Plunder Patrol, but I mean, I like the playstyle. It's focused on the fusion, the synchro, the exceed, you know, the Link obviously, equipping, popping stuff. I like the strategy, but who knows? Maybe the OCG is getting more support before the TCG. Same like happened with Cosmo and PK. I mean, Burning Abyss, right? With Beatrice. So who knows? The OCG getting like a new promo for Plunder Patrol. But yeah, that's nothing confirmed yet. It's all speculation, but that's Plunder Patrol for you. So that's it, OCG metagame breakdown. Guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.